are not bimbos. We are the himbos. We are not bimbos. We are the himbos. We are not bimbos. We are the himbos. We are not bimbos. Himbo body, himbo mind, himbo souls, himbo philosophy, himbo fashion, himbo fitness, himbo grooming, himbo science. We are the himbos. We are not bimbos. We are the himbos. We are not bimbos. We are the himbos. Himbos, yeah. Coming gonna tell you how to do your hair.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Himbos. It's your boy, the White D'Angelo, Justin Silver, and the Granite Songbird, Josh Adam Myers, coming to you from Club. Do the point.
I wanted to point because
Do the point.
It's so funny, everybody, watching the song come to an end, and Justin takes a breath.
Take a breath.
All right, this is. It's like, that was last week, and then he's like.
Got to get my point right. So I'm going to start going like this, everyone. I'm going to start doing this where I take it to that, where I'm like, it's your boy, welcome to Himbos. I'm going to come in like with a side look and kind of give it like that.
Switch it
next
up,
week.
dude.
Next week, I'm going to do that.
You don't always have to do the same point every week. You know what I mean?
You're 100% right about that.
Point
Variety.
with your feet.
Variety.
With your no hair-toed feet.
That is correct. With us, as always, it is the bionic bisexual Natalie in the glass booth. Natalie.
Hello.
How are you, sweetheart?
Good to be here.
Good to have you.
Yesterday was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Not to
Guess what
be-
I bought you?
What? This thing?
It's a thing that goes in both entrances so you can have fun either
Oh,
way
yeah?
you want to.
Oh, fun. I like it.
And a blender
And
that
a
I gave
blender.
back, and now he's given to you.
Guys, thank you so much for liking and subscribing on YouTube. Thank you for the 5-star ratings and reviews on iTunes. Thank you for joining us in the VIP section of Club Connection, which is the Himbos Patreon, where you get bonus episodes, interactive Q&A, product reviews, playlist, merch, and even customized songs from the Granite Songbird himself. I want to say thank you to new patrons, Lindsay, Alex, Danny, and Nicole. Thank you so much for posting your sexy, very quad-tastic selfies with the Retro Himbos t-shirt, so you can also get on our social media. Just go to the merch. With us today, very excited. You can see his multiple specials on YouTube. You know him from Here's the Scenario podcast. Our dear friend, the one and only Mike Cannon, is with us.
Yes.
Mike.
Hello.
You're so concerned about your eyes today.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know you
and
to be
I
this
see
vain.
the bags under them through the
And now you
glasses.
look like Robert De Niro at the end of Casino.
You really do.
And that was that.
Look
I'm like
And
gay
that was
Sergeant
that.
Slaughter.
Look at our eyes. I mean, they're like, I have raccoon eyes constantly. You have
Yeah.
like, take the thing off. This is what you're so worried about. They look fucking great. I would
No,
kill
they're a
to
little
have that.
heavy. I got some heavy sleepers, but that's okay. I mean, I was more or less. I was kind of being silly, but I was also a little.
You
yeah,
were
you know?
so in your feelings, dude. You turned into
Well-
Drake 8 minutes ago.
Well, I told you what happened last night, so I'm still a bit sensitive.
Tell the audience.
Tell everybody what happened.
First of all, we should not have this camera on. You cannot do the podcast in this studio without you listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why I need that?
Constantly looking
Human
at
on
the
Earth.
TV.
Can I tell you why I need that? I need it because I need to look. People are always like, Justin's always looking at himself. I'm looking at you. Because when I'm talking to you, I don't want to be like this and then like this.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking at you. That's who I'm looking at. I'm looking at Josh when I'm talking.
All I do is look at the television.
Really?
Me too,
And my
yeah.
ADD is so bad that you'll start talking and I'll go.
Well, I like to watch it from the perspective of who's gonna watch it because I want to see if what they're seeing sucks.
Because you're a professional performer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Josh, you're just a narcissist. We're all professional performers here.
It's not
This is
even
a functional
narcissist.
television.
There's a fucking TV on. and I don't.
And I'm the star.
That's all I see.
What happened last night?
So, I mean, you know, the edibles in the city, everything now with the marijuana infrastructure is just kind of Wild Westy. And
Is
none of
it's
it
not
is-
regulated.
I mean, no, it's not. Or at least none that I've seen, right? It's mostly like bodega smoke shops and
In New
get it
York
where you
City,
can.
it's a Wild West out here. It's like there's no rules or rhyme or reason that one place can sell. Every
Yeah.
bodega seems to sell, and now there's these pop-up stores. It's not regulated like Denver or Los Angeles.
No, but they all kind of sell the same shit, so you get
Yeah.
an idea of what edibles you like or whatever. But I bought these. Yes?
What was it?
I'm just surprised you didn't sing that.
Oh, dude.
No rules or rhyme or reason. Like, what a perfect. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
shocked. You're
That
not
was a
yourself.
bar.
That was one that I'm surprised you didn't
It
do.
is 2 p.m. I haven't done my vocal warm-ups yet. cut it.
No rules,
What-
no rhyme,
check
no
back and-
reason.
let
What a
the
Joshy
episode-
thing to do.
Let the episode just unravel.
I'll unravel.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
I
then
hear you.
and then
Continue,
I'll-
boys. Continue, boys. I'm sorry.
So I was buying what I like. I like get these sour belts. Those are they come in a bag of 1,000 milligrams.
Sure.
Each belt is typically 100. It's just easy, tastes good, whatever. I thought I was getting what was a new flavor, but it was apparently a different brand altogether.
This is fentanyl flavor.
It was fucking. It was a 2,000 milligram bag, and so the belts were
200.
200 each. So I usually take like 1.5. I took a little.
100 milligrams.
What would that do? 100 milligrams? Would
No,
you
I
fucking
usually
kill
take
me?
like 100 to 150 a night, but that's just like I like.
Is that a lot? That's a lot.
No,
That
it is for
a lot.
some people
That
and
is
it
a
isn't
lot.
for
That's a
others.
lot.
That's a lot, dude. Justine Marino, one of my dear friends, friend of the podcast, she eats 5 milligram little
Right,
gummy,
right.
5 milligrams
and
would do
is
it to me.
Annihilated.
Yeah, but then there's also people on the opposite end of the spectrum that are like 150 is like what I would give my daughter to go to sleep.
So it's like it's what your chemistry is, but you're
Yeah.
a professional.
No,
You're a
I'm
professional
not a
podcast.
professional. I just take them a lot.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you're like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I was the same. I was the same way with opiates. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I knew I could do a couple perk 30s and it was nothing, and that would probably kill like a small child.
Sure,
if they
yeah.
discovered it suddenly in my medicine cabinet and went a little skadoodle with it. But you know,
So what happened?
I look at it in the same way that like before I stopped drinking, when I was hosting at New York Comedy Club and I would do 3 shows in a night, I would have anywhere between 6 and 10 double vodka sodas.
Oh hell yeah.
Throughout the night, like just and for some people that would kill them, but for somebody who's doing it all the time, it's just like it's slowly killing you.
you're Irish, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, but you must have some Jamaican in you too if you're getting fucking 200, 300 milligrams. Yeah.
Not with that complexion. What happened on the 200?
So I ate probably upwards of 300, maybe 300 plus, but not realizing it, and then kind of noticed it by the bag. And just,
The
got...
bag started talking to him. It was like, hey, man, I think you took too much.
Well, it was too hard to open. It's got, like, child-proof. Like, that you're in trouble when you actually can't open a child-proof bag.
Right, when you need your 1-year-old son to open it for
Yeah,
you.
like,
dude.
buddy, can you push down and twist?
No bullshit, though.
That
Some
would
of those
kill me.
weed bags are the hardest fucking things in the world to open. I get
Yeah.
shit from L.A., when I do my shows there, and I bring back a bunch of weed, and I like to hand it out to the blank comedians at the Comedy Cellar. So
They
like
love
me.
that.
So they like me more.
Reparations.
Like, here you go, Derek Gaines. Please don't make fun of me. But it's like, it's for real. Like, I remember, like, I'd get these bags of weed, and you have to.
Yeah.
It's like a
you get
CD
frustrated,
case.
And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. So I was more or less like kind of like fucking blanket up to my
Paranoia?
eyelids, terrified last night. I'm both. It's not even paranoia. It's just kind of like, man, this might go for longer than I anticipated, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to sleep.
How do you feel today?
I'm still in the thick of it. Like I'm not. There's been no let down at all.
You're
It's-
fully.
I'm fully.
You're
in the-
200 milligram. You're 300 milligrammed up right now.
or at least, but I mean, I'm
Wow.
more used to it than I was at the beginning of it, so I can kind of go through my day. But yeah, I still feel like very open woundy.
What did you do last night?
I mean, I did a show and then I came home.
No,
and
I mean when you got high, when you didn't do
Yeah.
the show with the milligrams in you did.
I
you?
ate it right before I went on stage. And then, so by the time I came off, it was like I could feel kind of the tingles, like the march started.
Yeah.
And then I drove home.
Can I ask that question in a way to sort of trigger your anxiety?
Yeah.
What did you do last night?
Breaking
There
Bad.
we go.
I watched Breaking Bad, which didn't really help with my anxiety
No,
at
that's
all.
not a
And
calm show.
No.
Watch something like Little Nicky. Bro.
That's-
like,
I know.
Fucking. There's Adam
Bob
Sandler's-
Ross.
Yeah.
Bob Ross is good when I'm
Bob Ross
when
is
all
good.
fucked up.
Do you know what my go-to is? I do put on the I think it's called A Day in the Valley or something like that. It's episode 2 of season 3 of Entourage. And it's when Aquaman comes out and it's like the peak of his success. He finally breaks through whatever, a triumphant day. If I'm like struggling in any way mentally, I'll
You're
put that
the
on.
only person
so
that
himbo-y. I love
watches Entourage post the fucking that show ended and everybody just took the DVD and went, "Fuck this show."
Yeah.
Shut that shit in the trash.
Justifiably so. It stinks.
It's horrible.
But it's dessert. It makes me feel better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
like it's
completely
comforting.
empty calories.
It's comforting.
Yeah.
Let's be
It's
with
com-
The Simpsons or South
The
Park.
The Simpsons is quality content.
And so is South Park.
Yes.
It's
So
genius.
it's not the same.
But you know what's funny? When I lived in LA, I used to go to the cigar bar, and I lived in Beechwood Canyon, which is under the Hollywood sign. And I can't think of his fucking name, but if you look at it, it was Rob something. He's one of the creators of Entourage, and he was the biggest hand jobby.
Of course.
Entourage.
Was it Doug Elin?
No, Doug
Okay.
Elin's actually like a very good television producer.
Yeah,
He's the Kevin, the short Irish guy that was like 4'2". Like the other guy is a combination of all the other guys. Because the one that was like small, that was the manager.
Turtle. No, Eric.
No.
Eric E.
They all were hand jobs except for E.
E. Isn't it about Wahlberg? It's about Wahlberg,
Yeah, it's
right?
it's
basically
kind of a reimagining of his career trajectory, but it quickly turned into like just rinse and repeat, same bullshit.
Oh, I loved
over and
it.
over. Show some titties. We got the movie. We lost the movie. We got the movie back.
That's Succession now. It's just Entourage for businessmen. It's like, did you close the deal? We got the deal. The deal's not going to happen. The deal happened. It's all what it is.
brought up. This actually interested the shit out of me. We're always talking about hair on the show.
Yeah.
Josh's hair, fucking killing it.
Looks good.
2 PRP sessions in, 1 to go. Not even feeling the full effects of this fucking shit.
Oh,
Wait till he's fucking in the Olympia like this with his fucking hair.
When where was I? I was in LA last time. Or no, when I was in La Jolla, I told you, I had like 3 people be like, God, your hair's fucking thick. How old are you? I mean, it just looks good, dude. Just looks good. Spent a lot of money to keep
It's gonna look better.
Thank you, stand-up comedy, for being able. I never would have thought that would ever happen.
You're a big basketball fan. I was bringing up, I said how LeBron, I was like, they can't get his hair transplant right. And I know he's like OCD about it because like you hear him like talking about it. And you brought up this thing, how he's like, he's a little like BDD-ish, like body dysmorphic disorder-ish. And I was like, I didn't think about that until you pointed out the shit that he does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Big Dick Delta? Big
does
Dick.
have a-
Dick. He's a little Big Dick Derek. I'm
Like
telling
he's
you.
got a little, like he's got some OCD, but I noticed it after you said it.
Well, because before the game, he does this weird thing. So he always does the chalk thing, obviously. But then he does this thing where he reaches in to like the sides of his jersey
And he pushes it.
spreads the jersey from his undershirt to
Does
a
it feel
point.
that taco meat chest hair? Just
Yeah.
get his fingers all nice and. Can I say that, or am I getting canceled?
I
That's
think
fine.
you're good.
I think you should say it directly to him. Say it to LeBron, Josh. Go ahead.
I want him to lose so bad, dude.
And I want the
well,
opposite.
I
know.
support you, buddy.
And but at the same time, like I rooted for Tom Brady at a certain point because I was like, I just want to see this guy keep winning.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Jordan.
So am I. Here's the thing. I'm not an anti-Michael Jordan guy. I actually think the argument itself is fucking boring and
It is boring. You
and
can't
annoying.
compare generations and fucking everybody. And if you look at stats, you're like, if you just go by stats, you're
It's
just
also
like,
just-
they don't compare.
It's also it
You
doesn't.
still think Irving Magic Johnson is playing, dude? You don't.
I don't know where you think. I don't know where you think this lack of sports knowledge comes from. I just don't give a shit right now. But can I get back to this point of it?
Yeah.
You brought up that he's got like. You made an interesting point that like dudes who like come from nothing. Like what was it? It was an interesting point.
He's like Dwayne Wade spoke about this. I actually also just saw a TikTok about him and his workspace and how keeping it really extremely orderly and almost Spartan is very important to him.
Good word.
And I came from it came from the fact that he grew up with like in a tough situation. He had barely anything. So sometimes when people grow up in that way, they really the only thing that they can control is the order of it. Like my wife is Italian, so internally is a disaster. But what she can do is keep the kitchen in pristine order.
Choke
you
a
know what I
motherfucker
mean?
out with a
so
piano
hard
wire.
to keep the fucking.
Thank you.
It's a little stereotypical, but
But you know what I
fine.
meant. It's like
Yeah,
it's
of
something
course.
of whatever you're dealing with internally. If you can't control it, or at least like get a handle of it, you can control your external shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's how like my OCD is all.
Not like I said, she alphabetizes the pasta sauce.
We only have radio, so it's just aroused, however the fuck you say it. So it's just a
No,
bunch
you
of
nailed
that.
it, right.
We got the arrabbiata, we got the tomato basil, marinara.
penne.
I like to put that back though.
Keep going. Go. You're
We
nailing
got
this.
we got the vodka, we got
Olive
the
vodka.
fucking. What else is
I
there?
jinxed him. No, but dude, my trauma, my OCD, that's what it comes from. Like I was so flipping out when I was a kid that like my therapists were like, "Oh yeah, if you sit there and like count the tiles, you're not focused on like the shit going on with like your family." It was an interesting point.
Before you jump in,
Yeah.
I would love to, and if you can pull this up, Nat, I don't know if we can fit this in, but I would love to, can you Google worst hairlines in NBA? I would love to see LeBron's.
Yeah.
I would love to see Kevin Durant's.
Who is it on? Who is
Popeye Jones was one from a while
Dude,
ago.
who is the
there's
fucking,
some, like,
Who's
wait,
the one
who-
on?
Sam Cassell is
Nah,
a true
who is
mutant.
the dude,
Look it up.
Who is the guy that the guys from NBA Tonight or whatever were like talking about this player? Fuck, what is his name? He had the worst hairline. And it's
Oh
like,
wait, it was on the Sixers. Jay, they were talking about.
I don't think he was the
Jay.
Sixers.
Jay told me about it this weekend. It
But
was-
dude, they clowned this guy. This guy has the worst.
They were drawing pictures of it, like Shaq was, right?
Oh, yeah,
I think it was
dude.
either it's the dude who wears the bandana and the headband. I don't know if he's on the Sixers or on Boston, but I remember Jay brought it up when we were on the road this weekend. I was like, I have to see this, and then we fell asleep like before. Who is it? But he was saying that Shaq.
I forget.
Shaq.
but
Just go Google Shaq making fun of hair. I guess that'll come up.
hair. Yeah, I'd say hairline.
Shaq making fun of hair, but you could see he had that like big, like you could see the headband was like all the way up here,
Oh, it's,
and it's just like poofed out. I'm like, homie, call me up.
There's been
We'll
some
fix
tough
your shit,
ones.
dude.
But why doesn't Kevin Durant, who is arguably one of the biggest contracts in the NBA right now,
Yeah.
and LeBron,
Mhm.
why aren't they fixing their hair? They know they're on camera all the time.
Can I answer?
Sure.
Because they don't know our fucking guy.
Oh,
They don't know our guy.
I bet you they could get in for a real appointment with Dr. Wesley, not
Buddy.
some video consultation.
How many?
like I
How
went
many?
through.
How many celebrities are in that fucking room when you're in there? It's everybody, dude. I want.
I've only seen.
You only seen one?
I've
Don't
only
say
seen-
who it is.
I've only-
I know
no,
who it is.
I've only seen weird Armenian guys.
Oh,
go in
dude, I
there.
see every celebrity. Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I think so. It
Let's
was like
see.
on TV.
Yes, it was TV.
This
They were-
thing.
Let's see what it is. Okay.
25 points a game in the series.
25 a game.
And here these guys going like this.
Y'all talking about his hair. But you know what the crazy part about that is?
What?
Yeah, he combed it like that.
Wait, show his head. You got to find.
He's talking about the crazy part about
See if it's at the
Derek White.
beginning or.
That could be Malcolm
Oh,
Brogdon.
well, here we go.
Oh,
There it is.
yeah.
There it is. Yeah, no,
Look at
it's
this
on.
guy's hairline.
Oh, is this
dude.
Derek White's hairline they're talking about? Yeah. God damn, dude. It looks like he was
Derek White,
burned
yeah,
from his
great player.
eyebrows to
You're
the
not
middle
making
of
a
his
series.
scalp.
They're going, dude. When bald guys are making fun of your hairline, that is not good. Look at Shaq; he's falling apart.
He looks like an incense stick.
Nothing else to do but watch you get 25 a night.
Dude, they're fucking. That sucks because you know it bugs him, dude.
Well, fix it.
Yeah, fix it.
Fuck, you're a millionaire, dude. The NBA minimum is like 1.5, right?
No, I don't know. I forget what the two-way
But
contract.
he's starting. He's a fucking starting
yeah, he
player
could-
during
he could
fucking
take care of it.
playoffs.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's do this. We got a lot of shit for you, Mike. We're
Okay.
very excited that you're here. Let's go to Himbo of the Week first. We got some funny gym fails, and then the rest of this show is all about you. This one, Josh, I appreciate this guy from Brazil, which we got a lot of fan love from Brazil this week. Did you know that? Your air fryer is making a big hit in Brazil.
Yeah, it's got an air fryer. It's a big deal in the Myers
It's
household.
it's a fucking big deal.
It's. I don't know if I'm using it right.
I don't know. I don't know if you can use a lot of what do they eat over there? Pig ass and like breast implants.
All right,
I don't know if you could
that's-
put that in an air fryer. What are they gonna do? Come and get me?
Plantains.
I went for the
They
harder
eat
one.
fucking. They eat fucking.
Plantains is actually edible. You said ass implant.
Right. That's what I'm saying. See?
They actually don't
Trying
need.
to make the pothead
Can
laugh.
we just talk about how, like, some of the hottest women on Instagram
Brazil?
are from Brazil?
Of course they
Oh my god. They're like I mean, what is?
It's
Argentina
weird, man.
and
They
Brazil.
They're either like smoking hot or they grow teeth out of their nose.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's such a
There
weird
are so
thing.
many manzillas over there. Like the chick who like he's like
Oh
raw.
my
The chick.
God,
Oh, the
that
dog
scared
scared
the
you.
shit
Oh,
out
you're
of me.
still high, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Dude,
She's
we,
not
we
even
keep
there.
we keep a fucking emotional support animal
Dude,
here.
some
for
of the
you. Just
women
pet
look
her.
like Ronaldinho, and it's terrifying.
They are rough.
I'm trying to think right now of what your Instagram search, that like the discover page
Oh,
is.
mine is-
I'm guessing basketball.
Yes,
Um,
I'll pull it up right now too.
do you have a lot of hot girls in there?
It's
He's married.
all hot girls.
Oh, is it?
It's a lot, yeah. So it's like movie scenes, and then weirdly enough, and I think I must have just. It's a lot of fights too. I watch a lot of fight videos, a lot of Dua Lipa, And a lot of
Dude,
those,
she's
like,
my number one chick.
You ever see me too?
Oh, great. We'll talk about this
I
later.
would
She's
let
my
her
favorite.
Bazooka diarrhea.
She's
into
my
nose.
number one.
Yeah.
We'll get into who your man crush is at later, but we already know the answer to this question.
It's insane.
Dua Lipa is so hot. Can we go to Himbo of the Week here?
Lipa.
Dua Lipa. I don't care. Whatever she
definitely
wants.
not
to
Lipa.
It is, and we've talked about this on the show before.
Yeah, but when you know her like
Oh,
me,
you mean-
we have our own thing.
You
me
mean
and
dual
her.
lips?
Dual lips. All right. Himbo of the Week, Danielle. How do you pronounce this? Amorina. Check this dude out.
All right, let's see him. He's got no arms.
He's got no arms and no legs. And Josh, motherfucker is crushing it. This is insane.
Holy shit.
I give mad props to dudes like this.
I've got no legs and I've got no arms,
Dude.
but watch me do a kick flip. Boom, boom.
Dude, he
Dude.
looks like a pillow you're holding during a pillow fight. Like at the corners.
Can I say what he looks like? You remember those little wrestling pillows that you would have?
Yes.
So they look like Hulk Hogan and whatever. But I'm giving this dude 100% props, dude. But go to the other one of him.
Not Tony Hawk.
Watch it, watch
He's
it, Josh.
Tony Sparrow.
Watch him fucking watch this one. And give me volume on this. Watch this. Bust his ass
Oh.
right up. He gets it. Dude, full kick
Yeah, look at
flip.
that libtard wearing a mask, though.
Wham.
Yeah, he's hanging out with straight bitches.
That's fucking awesome, dude. No arms, no legs, doing like 360 kick flips off steps.
But also, if we don't know the story of how he lost his arms and legs, his parents owed money to the cartel, and they cut them off, and so he's just making the best of life.
So Jim Fail are his parents. Himbo of the Week, fucking Daniel.
Yeah. He's also not wearing a helmet, and is that intentional? Is he trying to speed
He's
up the
trying to
process?
kill himself.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, I'll get more followers with more injuries.
So, dude, land on your butt, and he's like, right on the fucking, his fucking.
All right, we got
dyslexic head.
we got great Jim Fails this week. This is in bad form. I need volume on this, Josh. This one's gonna make you laugh your ass off. Listen to the commentary of the dudes watching this. Go ahead. I love the guy who does this and does nothing, but listen to the commentary.
Oh, he's back at it again. Got those loafers on. Yeah, he just did all that, y'all. Killing it.
There's always this ego-lifting psycho at a fucking gym, man, doing nothing. Like, you're just gonna rip your shoulder blades out.
Dude, he looks like Kimbo Slice's dad.
He does look like Himbo
I was gonna
Slice's
say
dad.
he looks like he used to be the doorman at the Comedy Cellar.
Look, dude, look at this. Look,
Oh my god.
dude. There's guys like this in my. I'm like, what are you doing? I love everyone's making fun of him. Very blatant.
It's like, I call this movement listening to Earth, Wind, and
Oh,
Fire.
wait, what's he saying to him? What's he saying to him?
He did the whole rack.
They're giving him fake props.
Stanley from The Office is yoked.
All right, go to the next one. Go to the next one now. This next one's great. The guy, listen to this, Josh.
That was Clarence Thomas.
This is so right up your alley. Go.
Fuck! Nick, just lift the fucking weights off the. No, just fucking unload them one at a time.
It's
on the
his
side.
son. What the fuck's his son gonna do? Look. Oh, he's
Fucking bitch!
He's cursing his kid out.
crushing his spine right now.
Dude, I
Why?
love-
Look, here's
Tell
this
your
is-
kid to get out of there
I-
and offload it, man.
I can't stress this enough.
just tell the kid to get out and dump it.
yeah.
Why doesn't he just dump
I don't
it?
see why he just doesn't pull it from the back. Yeah, but this is the thing, man.
Fucking fault.
Listen, this is all your fault.
He says
No,
it's
I
all your
can't
fault.
fucking- I'm stuck.
I think they're the same age.
You gotta go fucking quick. Like that.
Are the clip?
Oh yeah, there we go.
What a fucking asshole, dude. I hope he beats him
Wait,
with this
what did he
stick.
Oh,
say?
maybe not. Never mind.
But then he dropped the bar, which then just ruined the fucking balls that are inside that. Never drop the bar unless you have good weights on them. You never drop a barbell on the ground because you'll ruin the spinny thing. I constantly say that to people at the gym. I'm like, dude, don't drop that thing like that.
Josh
we
is
all
that
have
guy.
to use it. Dude,
Josh is that guy. I appreciate it.
I will.
I appreciate it.
Especially if it's the shit that I use. I'm like the barbell, the weight, the any kind of Olympic weightlifting
weight.
area. That's because that's all I do. That being
You
said,
train like an Olympian.
I like to maximize the amount of time that I'm in there. And if you can do one movement that does every muscle in your body over and over and over.
We're all about
why wouldn't you?
maximization here. I don't know. Like,
No, I'm right there with you.
understand what
dude.
I'm
They call
saying?
me
like
mad
efficient.
maximization.
I like efficiency
we're
and
the 300
maximization.
milligrams of like powerlifting.
I
got
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how
you know
we
what's
are.
weird, or not even weird,
What's
but
weird?
I think you'll like this.
I do.
Is that even though I was feeling extremely stoned and lethargic this morning, I did legs.
Okay, we're going to go to this right now.
Well, hold on. Wait, what were we talking? I wanted to say this about the
go ahead.
thing. Hold
Sorry.
on. I was like,
And can you say it to camera so people learn from you?
hey, everybody. Can you play a beat?
Can I
so
get
I'll
some
sing
science?
it?
Give me some science music.
Put some. No, that's science. Give me a song. I'll sing this. I'm
us a
feeling. This could be a good clip on.
Give her a song. Give her
Just pull up one of those techno songs that
One
you
of
got.
our- one of our techno songs.
Do you have to pull up fucking Burt Bacharach?
Give us the one that
She's like,
you know
she's
the
like,
one I
"What-
want to hear.
What are you thinking? Like, aha, 1983.
You know the one I want to hear. You know the one, Natalie. She knows the song I want to hear when you're going to talk. Now, Josh, directly to camera, explain to people, educate them. This is an educational
Hold
podcast
on.
for the body, mind, soul, fashion, fitness, philosophy,
Hey,
grooming, and
guys.
science. Go.
I gotta hear the music first.
Oh yeah, it's the best one that we have. We own this.
Hold on, shut up so I can hear the fucking music.
I don't need to be talked to like that.
Please be quiet so I can hear the music. I can hear the melody.
Come on, buddy.
I'm trying to hear the beat. It's got to go over and over. You got to get back to the one.
Turn it up now.
Stop trying to lift so hard. You don't need to lift so much weight. You're 39 years old. Just do a little bit and get a good workout. Don't lift too heavy. You're still a bitch. Don't lift too heavy. Unless you're on steroids. That's the song. Right?
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Mike.
We gotta work on different melodies because that's
good.
That's the best song you've ever sang in your career. Thank you. Your fit. We're going through everything. We're going to go through your fitness, your diet, your
Okay.
spiritual condition, your hair. That's going to be my favorite part. I'm going to take that one. Josh,
Cool.
take it. Ask him. But go ahead. Fitness is you. Go. Bubba.
fitness.
Yes.
What do you do?
What am I doing? 4 to 5 times a week, I'm in the gym lifting.
Is that new?
For the last 6 months, it's I've been playing basketball on Sundays when I can at the JCC. I also am in a beer league softball league right now. So that, and again, that's when I'm in town. But I'm hyper into keeping active right now.
You were a very active kid.
Yeah.
Athlete.
So
athlete.
you were.
Yeah.
What sports did you play in high school? Like growing up?
Growing up, I played soccer, baseball, and basketball, and Irish football.
What's Irish football?
Gaelic
You're
football.
drunk.
So no, yeah, it's just shit-faced football. No, it's kind of rugby. It's a bit of it's like a bunch of sports mixed together. Australian rules football.
It's that one they play in Italy where they beat the shit out of each
Oh,
other.
circa Stratico. What the fuck is it? You ever see that thing?
No.
Oh, I'll show it to you later. It was on the last episode. It's on Patreon episode, everybody. Go ahead.
But I
continue.
played that. I went to Ireland for it because we didn't lose for 7 years in the States, and then we went over there.
Oh, you were like D1 of this.
We were very good. In Gaelic football, we were good, but there is no D1 or future in that sport.
Is
It's
everybody white? Is everybody white?
It started to diversify by the time we were done, and now the GAA I played in, which was in the middle of Rockland Psychiatric Center, which at the time was run down, half open. They'd have inmates with open robes and their cocks out, drooling.
They're
walking in midfield.
they're like, it's all Irish people, but it's diverse. We've got real pale ones and ones with sunburn.
It's fucking funny as shit.
That's exactly right.
So you did that. Okay, so then super active as a kid. Now go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
to take you from that, and you go to college.
I went to college. I played 2 years of college basketball. Was gonna play the next 2 years junior college. Got recruited to play at a 4-year. Decided against it last minute because I wanted to be a regular student, and I got hurt, and I was just I just
What was the
fell
injury?
out of love. Hernia, torn ab, and torn groin.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
It sounds like you were a popular kid in high school,
Yeah.
playing a lot of sports.
Yeah,
a lot
but I
of
wasn't
friends.
Sexual? Were
I
you
wasn't
very
like
sexual?
a fucking asshole. I was friends with
Sure,
everybody.
but
yeah.
what group would you say you fit into in
Athletes.
high school? The
Jocks.
athletes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what does that mean? Because
Not jocks, though.
Because the athlete jocks,
Yeah.
the athletes that I went to high school with,
Yeah.
all were stoners listening to 311.
So there was an element of that for some sports, but for my friends, this is probably an annoying group of people in some schools, but we were athletes that did well in school that also like more or less had our head on straight.
You're a
We're
good
trying
kid.
I was a good kid.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
You're 38.
Yeah.
And so what would be? I'm just curious. I want to picture you like you just.
I got like kicked out of class for misbehaving and
You
like
were
some
funny.
fights and shit like that. But
you're Irish.
but I was a good kid.
You weren't like
yeah.
shooting up in the
drinking.
hallways.
No,
like
never.
us.
No, I never got arrested.
This guy's
Never
a
got in trouble
fucking
for
nerd.
drinking. Never.
This guy's a nerd.
anything
What
like
were
that.
you? What's an outfit like in high school for you? What are you rocking? Before we
say
get,
tank top.
we'll get into fashion too. But
I'm trying to think. Probably like a polo. I mean, I was mostly wearing like basketball camp T-shirts and like
yeah,
more or
like
less.
like Ronald McDonald.
He would have beaten
Yeah,
us up. He would have
yeah,
beaten us
yeah.
up, Josh.
Were you a bully?
No, not at all.
No. Mike
not at
says
all.
he's the
Not at all.
nicest guy on the planet.
You really are.
So what's this? So now you're into like weightlifting. What are you doing? Give us like the weekly split. We're way into this.
So Mondays I'm doing like I'm doing kind of basic stuff. So I had
Back
to
and bars and chest
Exactly.
and
Are
you doing bro
faggot.
splits?
yeah, more
Bro
or less
splits.
exactly.
Bro
So
splits are the bro splits are the best. Just to get it done on a
I
5-day split.
superset as well. Like some stuff. It just kind of depends what I'm doing. But I'll do 5 exercises, 5 sets.
5 sets
between 10 and 15 reps.
Okay, so you're for
depending on the
hypertrophy.
week I'm doing. Yeah,
Are you going to failure?
Sometimes, but I'm like not trying to hurt myself.
I get you.
So I've built my body up from a baby. This is what I more or less started.
Now you're a machine.
Because I hadn't worked out in a long time, at least consistently, and I had a lot of ailments. So I wanted to treat myself as if I was a new human with brand new body parts, and I'm literally like building muscle from scratch.
That's awesome.
Why did you stop?
Because of sports. Because I was my whole life was training, and I think I just had I had it. I was fucking done.
Yeah, you got sick of it.
Yeah, I was like, get this out of my life. I'm now comedy. Comedy is 100% it. Fuck sports. They've betrayed me. Whatever. It was like
your body.
It was an emotional breakup with sports. Like, it's a weird thing because I had so many delusions of grandeur in terms of what my athletic career was going to be and my, all that
All
shit.
right, so what was the grandeur? Like,
I thought I mean, up until an embarrassingly late age, I thought I was going to be probably overseas pro or a D1 prospect.
You're like, I mean, I heard Turkey's doing tryouts.
For sure.
But was that not reasonable? Was that not reasonable on the path that you were on?
No, not for me. I didn't have a good enough high school career or college career.
What'd
to
you
really
average
warrant
in
those
high
type of
school?
thoughts. Probably 12. As a senior, probably 12 to 13 points, maybe 5 or 6 assists and a couple boards or whatever. But I was fine. I was an inconsistent guy where a game I would have 38. And then the next game, I would have 2 points.
Yeah, that was me and my rec league.
Yeah. It was it just I was an emotional player. I got psyched out really easily. I got into fights and just really ego shit. I was very competitive in that way.
I love
Do
it.
you have any?
I
Do
love
you have
it.
any one moment in your career in high school or in you're playing basketball as a kid or whatever that you're embarrassed about? Because I remember mine. I remember we were doing shoot-arounds before a rec league game, and this guy, Johnny Quinn, is one of my close friends. Still love the guy, but he's kind of like a bully but funny guy.
Yeah.
Bigger than me. He was, because I always talk about how good my 3 is. Like some white guy, you know what I mean? And he was in the audience waiting for his game to start. He goes, Josh, let me see one of those 3s. And I fucking shoot it, perfect form. And it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim. It just stays there.
So this is in college. I was never really humbled in my life like I was in college.
Yeah.
Because when you play against real fucking
Prospects.
guys, true D1, they're
You were
going to play.
D1? Wait, you were D1?
No, but we
No.
played JUCO. It's kids that didn't have the grades to get into East Carolina or
Yeah.
Gonzaga or whatever. I played against USC guys, real fucking D1. Sterling Ledbetter, who was the starting point guard for Maryland.
Plaxico Burris.
Truly. I played against J.R. Smith in high school.
Oh, really?
Mike Nardi.
Did Plaxico play basketball
No, he
also?
played.
Oh.
We had Fontaine Green.
That's
a
great
name. That's a name.
That
He
rules.
was the next Michael Jordan of our town.
Yeah.
and then I think he's in jail now.
It's just one of those things, man. When you truly see what the next level is, it's tough. So we played against this team that was what was it? Sullivan County Community College, a little bit upstate. Ron Artest's brother was on the team, Mike Artest.
John Artest.
He was I think 25 and playing JUCO basketball and just running,
Just sunning everybody.
like just truly, yeah.
That's awesome though.
But so in this game, I played against this 5'9" point guard that seemingly ran like a 4'1" 40. He was just all over the place. And I thought I was protecting the ball, dribbling. I made a move, got past him where I thought, looked back to him, and then realized like a second later that the ball was not in my hand. And he had already like taken it down, laid it up.
Wah, wah, wah.
Dude, so that whole game, I was one of 2 to 3 white people in the entire building. So their whole field house was just jam-packed. I don't know why they were there to see a JUCO game. But every single time I touched the ball, they would chant cracker.
Really?
100% of the time.
I'll be with you, girl.
That's
like
appropriate.
being low.
I don't think it was that song.
Hey, like being stoned.
That is fucking humbling. Let me ask you this: so injuries. What do you supplement wise? What do you take for like all these injuries? I want to talk to you about this.
Nothing,
because we're all banged
Weed.
up here. Just
yeah,
it.
Nothing.
What
yeah.
do you, what's up? Like joint shit?
Yeah. So I think I probably either have a cyst or some sort of tear in my left shoulder, but I've been maintaining it mostly for okay. My knees. I tore my my meniscus in college and then never got it fixed.
Everybody's got torn meniscus.
I know, but I just never got it fixed, so it's just a lingering.
I was born
pain
without
when
an
it rains.
ACL.
Do you take?
Really?
How are you walking? One of his legs is 3 inches longer than the
Not
other.
3, like
What
an
are you,
inch and a
Zion?
half. I have one of my legs. Like I was high last night walking back from the stand, and like I was like, God damn, I walk like a fucking cowboy. I'm mosey.
Like legit. We noticed this last week.
Well, no, I've noticed it
That's
many
great.
years
You never
ago.
mentioned it last week. There was a considerable dip.
We were talking about
I
something,
know.
and then it
I
came
know.
up. It's not something I go, hey, man, just to let you guys know. before
What's
we
the
get started with this
defensiveness about? I
podcast,
said you brought something up.
let
I find
me-
it interesting. It's an interesting topic. You're interesting. This is an interesting show. Things are interesting. What I was going to question, there's all these fucking great peptides you can take to heal all that shit up.
Yeah.
And it's natural.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
dude.
do I get these
Dude,
peptides?
this
I'll get it for you.
motherfucker is the goddamn Albert Einstein of body makeup.
Send me some peptides, or at least a guide to
I just got
peptides where I could get
Josh
them.
on the BP157. It's like it makes blood flow go to areas of your body that wouldn't get
Sure.
blood. So like tendons and joints and ligaments and shit.
Yeah.
So like
Wolverine
all
blood.
these things, it basically gives you Wolverine blood. So for athletes, it's like all your mobility comes back. Like all those little.
After how long?
For me, it took like a month in, and I was like, dude, this is unbelievable.
I know,
kidding.
you know, a bunch
yeah,
of
dude.
Is it
big
pricey
What?
to get Wolverine blood?
No,
a little bit.
No.
Look, it's
Wait,
all.
no.
It just all depends on
Where you get it.
No, I think it all
Okay.
depends on how much money you make. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got a guy.
Sure,
If
it
you-
depends how much money you make.
If-
Yeah, okay.
because
okay.
I remember fucking like picking up a prescription with no insurance for $30, and I was like, "Well, Jesus Christ, God!"
Sucking dick outside of a
fucking hate me.
sucking dick
Yeah,
outside
dude.
of a CVS.
Dude, I remember
Yeah.
when I
I'll
remember,
suck your
when-
dick
when
with
I
finasteride.
when I fucking was dating Brittany, and she told me that my hair was thinning back in like 2009.
Brittany
And
Murphy?
Brittany Furlan. We talk about her a lot. She's married to Tommy Lee now. Still
Okay.
my homie. But I remember she would put all these things in. She would put all these things in my head about like, I think you're losing your hair, but I really wasn't. It was just the way
Physically
it
or
was.
mentally?
Mentally. And
You
and
see where that would
so-
confuse me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so so I went out to have to go buy fucking like what is it?
Minoxidil?
Peptides?
The minoxidil. Peptides didn't exist back then, but it was like
Yes, they did.
it was like $50, and you're like a starving comic, and you're like, well, I guess I'm not eating this week, you know?
Yeah, between
Dude,
hair and food, that's not even a discussion.
I remember having to promise a friend some Adderall to get the money to get my Adderall prescription. Like, I just needed to borrow $30, so I was like, I'll give you 5 pills.
That's so JUCO of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. So what's the diet situation now? You're looking fucking great, dude.
Thanks.
Which is a rare thing for a dude who has a kid, because I'm sure that snack drawer
Yeah.
is probably insane, right?
I don't,
and you're a pothead.
Yeah, I mean, I eat okay. Like my wife cooks pretty healthily. Like we don't eat like high octane shit. But I mean, I will.
Yo, I cooked this rotisserie chicken with nitrous oxide. Let's fucking go!
But on the road, it's a fucking nightmare.
It's impossible.
Like, yeah, I try my best, but at some point, I'm gonna drop from something.
The worst is the hotel snacks.
Yeah.
When you come back and you're just like, oh shit, those big things of candy, that's what they get me every
Well,
time.
it's the worst is like, in a lot of towns, either you have to rush eat before the show or just small amounts of things are open late. So either way, you have to just kind of figure out what's available.
And the club food is always like nachos.
Yeah. Fried.
You can get what I do is I'll do a grilled chicken sandwich with no bun, and then I'll just eat. I'll get like two like protein things.
You know
like
what?
Whatever.
You know what Godfrey does? He buys chicken breast at the grocery store and makes him cook it at the club.
No shit.
That's what I heard.
I used to do that at the strip club. I would buy a fucking ribeye steak and have them cook it up at the strip club when I DJ.
How about the people who go to the buffet at the strip club?
Well, I never worked at a place with a buffet, but I'd bring a fucking steak because I had a fucking meat dude over at the Ralph's on La Brea. And I
you had a meat guy?
Yeah, and I would have him roast Brussels sprouts for me. So I'd be in the DJ booth.
What an annoying DJ.
Shopping. I was the greatest strip club DJ that ever lived.
Yeah, and also that was probably saving the smell in that place.
Oh, no, it was, strip clubs have like you know what they smell like? They smell like certain, like the Comedy Store has like a smell of like a strip club. It's
but it also smells like whore perfume.
Yeah, it's
Only
kind
when
of
they're in there.
It's kind of Monday morning frat house, like a mix of like Clorox, booze.
There's some place I've gone to recently that was like, this smells like a strip club, but it wasn't anything like
every
that.
nightclub. When we were at every nightclub smells like there's like that old beer smell.
Yeah.
You know, like a nightclub in a day.
But I hadn't been to a nightclub in years, so it wasn't that. But I'll think of it.
Were you ever a club dude?
For like a couple months, my buddy, we had a bunch of friends die all at once, and then our friend, mostly like car accidents and stuff, but others cancer.
Eating nitrous fucking pomodoro
together? Was it all together?
No,
or
separate.
Really?
Yeah.
They went over to Mike's house to eat, and they're like,
Careful.
Do you want this fucking? I can't think. All right, the joke's done. I already made the joke.
Wait,
it was a Nos burger.
It was just did you just like randomly like highway shit?
Yeah, or like drunk driving, shit like that. But we were all, I just say that to say that we were all living very recklessly at that time, just kind of masking our emotions, drinking, partying, drugs, all that shit. And we had a friend who was very wealthy, and she had like access to these clubs. We were not and did not belong in these places, but we would be at like One Oak, and like shit like that in New York. Yeah, in the city. Yeah. And she just would, fund the entire thing.
God,
so.
I love rich people.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But even then, like walking into those places, like I always felt like no way. Like this sucks. I'm not dressed cool enough. I don't feel attractive enough.
You know what? You're wearing a Rec Basketball League jersey. I-270.
With
that weird fabric.
Mike's Laundromat sponsorship on it. But you know what's different?
This
is actually true. Josh and I are a little older than you, whereas like the rave scene, like clubs used to be like, it was more about like dancing and fun, and then became that model bottle shit with like One Oak and all those places. You're like, this just fucking sucks. It's just a bunch of like cool people sitting around a booth with a fucking $1,000. You're like, this isn't really fun.
I wanted Save Your Last Dance shit. I like hip hop dancing and grinding hard dicks against butts.
That's right.
Sweet 16 dancing. That's what I'm
Dude,
looking
I'm telling you, I DJ'd middle schools and high school dances, and from all different, from the black schools in D.C. to the richest, like Episcopalian, like high school in Virginia, where a lot of like senators kids go. And dude, the black people dancing at a high school dance, just cutting a rug, maybe a little bit of light freak.
Yeah.
But the second you go to those white schools, it's just like, get on, Cinnabon, let's go. Lemon steal a Tootsie Roll. Like they're just fucking mushing.
Those blonde chicks twerking, right? And they're like sundresses.
Or one shot. And that's also when you kind of realize you're like, oh, okay, they definitely notice my penis and are continuing to press against it. So this is a fun exchange.
That was like the beginning of like our sexual awakenings.
100%.
Because you'd be like, all right, so I'm going to dance with Tina. And then you just stick your leg in between her and you just start fucking her thigh.
Yeah.
So great.
Just a true, and that's the only time I think in my life that I wore loose boxers. So it was just like a torqued stick shift. Coming out of the bottom.
You probably had some Umbros on too.
Yeah, dude.
Not to get too personal. Stop me when I'm reaching where we're at.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Oh, on dick?
Yeah. Stop me.
And in middle school?
Or
now?
Whatever. Just stop.
And stop.
I don't know. It's probably gone down, but at its peak, it was 7.5.
Right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's 6'1", dude.
It's awesome.
Yeah, at its peak.
Wow, I just changed it.
It's definitely. There are times though. Now it's inconsistent as you age, right?
No, I get that.
I feel my penis has gotten this. It's big. I think it's bigger, but it's
Yeah.
but still though that it's like. But still, there's moments where I'm like, I have the smallest dick in the world. Like
yeah.
you look at it,
Maybe
and
that's it.
and it's a little skadoodle doo, and you're like, hello.
Tell you what, working out
temperature
really
thing.
really helps you. Like, I feel like I'm fucking again.
You're virile.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
yeah.
I think this
Yeah.
is a question we should.
We
Start,
all fuck here.
Justin, I think this is a question we start asking when we do the gym shit. We was like, what's in your headphones at the gym?
What's in your headphones at the gym?
So I'm kind of a podcast person. Weirdly enough, I listen to a
fuck
lot
off,
of
dude.
listen to a
Do
lot
that.
of NBA.
Josh is
David
judgmental. I
Goggins.
support you.
No.
Come on, you little bitch!
Dude.
You better work out.
So I think I have all this weird PTSD shit from sports where I do think that because I was doing Peloton for a little while too, and any of the dudes that would speak to me like that, I just turn them off immediately.
You were looking at the dudes.
Yeah.
I feel like, dude, Peloton became. It's like now everyone's just jerking off on a bike seat during
Right.
pandemic.
Yeah, I
Those
can't do
chicks
that.
are so hot.
I dated a girl that was a Soul Cycle instructor out here, and she was gorgeous.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't even focus when it's a female. But
too
like
much.
anybody who's yelling at, like, I've spent all of my life being yelled at by
Trauma.
coaches. I can't continue my adult life being yelled at. That's why when anybody, like, my biggest trigger of rage is when somebody disrespects me or speaks to me in a dehumanizing way.
Buddy,
I
me
will
too.
fucking, like, that is the quickest way to get me into a fist fight.
Buddy, I have such a problem with authority from like being sent to like these like boarding schools that were almost like prison when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I won't like if someone in Starbucks or at the airport goes, you have to stand in line, or they do. I get fucking like I flip a lid. I'm like I can't like I have such a problem with authority that I'm like this character defect is not going away. The good side of it is like I have like a self-assertiveness, but it's also like, but don't get it fucking twisted. Like I'll fuck like I get.
Justin was in the movie Sleepers.
I was pretty much.
He was the Robert Patrick character.
You're a very emotional, intelligent dude.
Very.
Obviously, right?
Your stand-up is brilliant. I love
I
watching you on
very-
stage.
Mike
man.
is
It's,
so-
it's really funny. You're very, very funny and very like well thought out and good bits.
Yes.
Thank you,
Talk
guys.
to us about the spiritual condition, your mental well-being, mental health. What are you doing?
I mean-
Therapy, meditation. Give it to us.
The mental health stuff is like, if I can stay consistently at the gym, that's how I keep a lot of this stuff at bay. My wife and I are also like really great communicators with each other. So
You've been married a long time.
It's almost 7 years in September, but we've known each other since we were kids.
That's awesome.
So there's something that I've found that works with me personally, of having somebody like her who has known me since I was like truly 10 years old. So she knows every character flaw, every shitty decision, every...
It's like, you
It's
know
a
what you're
safe
doing
place.
right now? This reminds me of when we were playing He-Man over at Frank's house,
Yeah.
okay? It's the same thing. You won't let me be the little ghost character.
Yeah.
And you're hogging all of the Castle Grayskull.
Orca?
I don't fucking
Orca.
know.
Orca?
I figured I didn't need the name of the character to finish the bit.
I just want to see if I can get it.
So all I had to do was get to Castle Grayskull.
Castle Grayskull now, though. I think
Get
it's
there,
Orca.
Josh. Get there.
No, but she's like home. She's
yeah,
a
exactly.
homie. Though. She's
yeah,
north.
She's
She's
100% the foundation and tether and whatever that's called.
Foundation, honing device, north, beacon.
Yeah.
Call her all those things. Today.
All of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
for
put this
you,
little
man.
clip for her.
Yeah.
That's fucking
No, I'm a
awesome.
lucky
dude.
guy, yeah.
You are a
For
lucky
I'm
sure.
guy.
also jealous of that.
Yeah,
that
me
kind of
too.
love, but then I've also fucked way more random pussy than you have. And
Give and take, buddy. Yeah, it's a give and take.
I would go for that in a second. As I get older, I'm just like I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm like I want like I'm over it.
we're
I'm
gonna
just,
die alone.
We're gonna die
No, you'll
together.
die
That's,
together.
that's a scarier thought.
God no, Natalie, please. If I'm 55 and I'm unmarried, please just come back to Dick and just take me away.
You take
Calgon.
Natalie.
Just have a kid. I highly recommend that. I mean, that also is like
You have to have a chick to have a kid.
sure, but you can find one of those to just give you one.
I was having sex with this girl in LA that I used to hook up with. She's batshit crazy. We had some of the best sex in my life.
Yeah.
And we were having sex right before I leave to go back to LA. We're at the hotel, the Andes, where I stay.
I know.
And dude, no bullshit. Like, I'm in the middle of having sex and I'm high. And I just think to myself, I was like, what if I knocked her up by accident? And then I just imagined like me having to deal with her for 18 years. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I jumped off. I jumped off like I saw a ghost. She's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I think my apnea.
Mike, we're gonna go to a rapid fire in a second, but before we do that,
Yeah.
I want to just get into your hair, which
Okay.
is fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
you
al-
have
it's-
great hair,
oh,
dude.
This is
It's
the best
always been
podcast I've
fucking
ever done.
gray though, which you wear
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
He
How-
saw
it's always-
Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare. And
Yeah, so you got electrocuted. How
It's
long? When did it gray?
Probably it started when I was 21, but it's funny because it's like I thought I was gray when I was 21, and then I look back and I'm like, oh no, I had like really brown hair. And I think it's just it got way more gray post-pandemic because I bleached my hair a bunch and like colored it and stuff.
Good.
And I think it probably just sped it up a little bit, but it had been filling in for a while.
Is your dad early gray?
Not early, no, but he is like white. He's
Sure,
full
but
white.
He's got all his
So-
hair.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, you can tell he looks. Look at his cowlick. His cowlick.
Great.
He's got like
Thick.
3 cowlicks.
I
meeting
look at
up.
it
I
all
have- I
the
have-
time.
I
I
have a
look at it
swirl. It's all
all
over.
the time. You think I don't look at it all the time?
So
I
when
look at
did
it
you
all the time.
did you accept the gray? When did it become
Yeah.
the majority gray?
Yeah, I guess a couple years ago, but I accepted it in the sense that like, hey, if somebody wants me to dye it for a thing, I'll do that. Like that's perfectly fine. But I also have dyed it before brown for a thing, and it immediately like oxidized, swirled. There's gray. Like my hair grows really fast. It looked terrible immediately.
Can I
It's
ask?
too much to upkeep.
Can I ask you?
Mm-hmm.
The rest here. What's the grooming situation?
Yeah. Wait.
Go.
Are you pubes gray
Are your
too?
pubes
No,
gray?
none. No.
Your
not at
beard's
all.
not
Well, you're
gray.
weird
Not at
gray
all.
because
Yeah.
my
Opposite.
my chest and my pubes went gray, and then a little bit on the side in my 20s. But then when I got in that car accident in 2012, my beard had a few gray hairs. The whole beard went gray.
No shit.
Yeah, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. It was bad.
You guys
Yeah.
are perfect opposites, where like they swap the hair and the beard.
But
Can we do something where we put them together?
I
and,
would
like,
be that gray but you know what's so good about you having gray? You wear your hairstyle the right way.
The right
for
way for
somebody.
gray.
It's got to be short.
Yeah.
If it's young gray, it's got to be short unless it's all white, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can look like fucking like Will Ferrell or Farrell in Eastbound and Down. Where you
Yes.
have that fucking like that white. Yeah, but unless it's all gray.
I will
great.
grow it out at some point, but right now I am still 38, so I am just like I'm keeping it high and tight. I envision like this is also, dude. This is mentally ill, but I think you guys might be able to tap into this.
100%.
I
whatever
keep
it
my
is.
hair short like this because it motivates me to go to the gym. It makes me feel closer to my athlete self.
I was gonna say,
because
yeah,
this
you're
is how I
still
wore
you're
it
rocking
playing
the hair
hoops.
like you're doing fucking
Yeah, it's an
Exactly.
athlete's hair.
like you're fucking playing like JUCO ball.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
What's
you're
going-
still white chocolate in your head, dude.
Oh my god, I wanted to be him so bad. I even had those knee straps just to keep my
Yeah, you're wearing and one fucking underwear right now.
What's going on from here down? What are we doing? Chest hair, ball hair? How are we grooming? Give it to me. Give me the
this is
scenario.
this is very wispy and light. It's kind of in the shape of a Superman emblem, so I just keep it whatevs. This is also not very overwhelming. I manscape my balls and whatever.
Shave them
Yeah. Yeah.
with the groomer.
Well,
or
like
with the razor?
I keep it like a green, like or a
Nice.
fairway.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
No rough.
She must appreciate that.
Sure. Yeah, I
course
think
she does.
I more or less do it. So, I mean, there's times where it looks like a fucking vacant lot and my dick is like a burned out car in the middle of it. But outside of that, it's
Does your
okay.
wife ever say like, "Honey, it's getting a little scraggly"?
Yeah, when I look like a Japanese porno, she's like, "You gotta do something."
She has like a permanent blur for it.
I saw that immediately.
Is that what you said? I saw
No,
it. too.
he said Japanese porno, and
I
I was
got
like,
it.
I can't
100%.
never watch them. They're all fucking pixelated. Like it's like
Yeah.
watching the first 48.
Okay, you're doing great on this so far. Higher score than I thought. Okay, we're gonna go to a rapid fire here. We're gonna ask you a series of questions.
Okay.
If you don't have an answer, just pick an answer. This is all about you. No one's. We're great. We're scoring this, but no one's judging you on
Right.
this. But
All
I have
right.
a feeling this is gonna go through.
So
the
we
roof.
went through you do with your hair, but the question is like, what kind of underwear do you wear?
I boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Do you own any white underwear?
No.
No.
I can't.
What kind are you wearing right now? Boxer briefs?
Yeah.
What's the brand?
Free Manscaped.
Oh, those are awesome, dude. I know. I'm wearing.
Yeah, they're the best underwear
They're the
I
soft.
have,
They're the
actually.
softest, most
Yeah.
supportive.
They're very comfy.
great.
I actually, you know what's funny? I'm wearing white underwear
Makes
right
me
now.
sick.
But
Nice.
these are
I need a
these
new
are
co-host.
these are $25
I
a pair.
You're
though.
brave, dude.
Let me see the back.
No,
In
no.
the
Let me see the
warm
back.
weather.
Oh no, they're clean.
in the warm weather.
Yeah, but you don't get like a fucking.
Yeah. I don't.
s-
It's the only white pair I
slip.
own. I just put them on last night.
Wow.
You can say whatever the fuck you want. These are only $25 a pair. Bought from American Rag in Hollywood. Go ahead, be with him. I'm sorry, I don't own purple fucking pink ones like you.
Are you
do,
wearing
Justin.
tassels?
Justin wears like gay underwear.
Today I'm
You know those weird stores in Chelsea?
Puma,
that-
nice.
You know
Puma
those
makes the
weird
best ones.
those weird stores
Oh,
in
the gay
Chelsea,
stores.
like
Of course
where they've
I
got
do.
like the dick hammock.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. The mesh, the
Justin's
yellow
like-
mesh one.
Justin's like, "Hey Frank, how you doing? Did the new shipment of jelly come in?"
His name is Gary. Okay.
Those feel like every once in a while like somebody's kind of tickling your nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit of
And I love that you chose Gary for the name because that's one letter away from gay.
Okay, so we talked about your hair. It's fantastic. I'm going to bring you through this. God tells you you're going to lose your hair.
Yeah.
But you can keep it if he can take away your small toe on your left foot. Yes or no?
Small toe on my left foot.
Yeah, you just trade them out. You're not going to feel the pain.
Like all the way to the side?
Like all
That'll
the way.
fuck my balance
the pinky
up?
toe. The pinky
Yeah,
toe.
it'll fuck my balance up.
I
right?
don't know. Maybe yes, maybe
You're not
no.
an athlete anymore, dude.
You're not an athlete
No.
anymore. Let me think.
Now you're a comedian.
You're bald. You're bald, and you don't have.
How am I going to box jump?
You're bald, and you don't have a small toe on your left foot. How do you feel about that?
Damn.
Is that a trade-off you would do?
I feel like I could be fine bald. You know?
You're not very far away from it.
No, I'm not all that
Really?
far. I feel like it might be okay.
The small toe you'd keep.
I think I'd keep my toe.
Shit. All right, this just went down 200 points.
All right, well,
It's
then that's over.
That's weird.
That's the fastest that
Damn.
question's ever gone.
Wow. No shit.
Usually
Yeah.
we're like, all right, to the knee, to the knee.
Okay, Josh, you.
Who's your celebrity man crush?
I mean, I would like to wear Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I mean?
Skin suit?
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
him?
Like just know what it's like to be that
Classic.
wanted for a day.
Classic. You know, I have a friend who's like, he does one of those things where it's like he's friends with famous people and he's always got to like name drop.
Yeah.
But he was explaining to me, he's like, when you go to a nightclub, there's like a process where like he'll be in a certain room and like the women will just start gravitating toward where he is, and then his friends like vet him out.
Yeah.
It's almost like a fucking charcoal filter until like the one that they know he's gonna want like gets through. And I'm like, you're such a cuck of a dude if like that's your fucking job to begin with. But I'm just like, yeah, that's a fucking good one.
I
Okay.
also think Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy is pretty. He's pretty up there.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
I saw you press that.
Am I the only one that's Ed O'Neill?
We have the same two, buddy. We have the same two men and women.
No kidding. Yeah, look at us.
Listen, the next one is we know who your female crush is. It's Dua
Yeah.
Lipa, and Josh has a question for you on that.
All right, so your wife.
Mhm.
What's your wife's name?
Nicole.
Nicole gives you a hall pass.
Sure.
And you have a date with dual lips.
Dual lips. Every woman has dual lips.
Zoom. Zoom in now. Oh. On the morning of the date, you wake up with a huge pimple in your T-zone.
Oh.
What do you do?
What's the T-zone? This guy?
Damn,
Wait.
dude. No,
He fucking won it back.
He won
all
it
those
back,
fucking points
yeah.
just came back. Wow.
You're not an idiot.
750. Wow, you just won all those
Okay.
fucking points back,
Sick.
dude. Congratulations.
By knowing what it was.
I thought
and I saw
thought
it-
that was a fucking dead. I thought we were gonna be in like the 800s.
Dude, what's crazy is
Wow.
he's still got athlete blood because I see you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he nailed it,
Tiger.
dude. The
Well, man.
T-zone, that's like 1 of 5.
So what do you
Yeah.
do? You got a
They wanna-
pimple. You got a pimple in your T-zone. What do you got?
do?
Probably hot cloth in it. You know?
Toothpaste and hot cloth.
Yeah, hot cloth in it.
Hot cloth and
Yeah.
steaming it out.
I guess, or maybe put one of my
great.
wife's little stars on it. She has those, you know, when you go to bed, you put a star on it. and then
I
it's
love
on.
the idea of using the wife's products to go
That's right.
cheat.
I would
he
hope
owns
That's
it?
really great.
I
But
would
she
hope
gives her
that
the-
she'd stretch me out before I go. You know what I mean? Like I'm preparing for a playoff game, and she's just
She's like, babe, you can do this.
Yeah.
You can do
you
this.
better show her.
show her
a good time.
Show her the
Let's
7
get that
inches. What are
heel
you
up.
doing?
I'm stretching them out.
He's trying to the mic
Exactly,
stand.
dude.
All right, Josh, still you.
All right, toilet paper, baby wipes, or bidet.
Baby wipes.
Nice.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't
We
use
are-
I don't use toilet paper at all.
I have a
anymore.
bidet. My wife will
850.
not let me install it because she's worried I'm gonna shit on the spout.
No, dude.
Yeah.
It's gee.
bad. I
My
thought
favorite
that's
thing
bad.
is when my super does everything in my apartment. I just tip him, and he's just like this dude Santiago, and he installed my bidet, and he's like, "Okay, it's ready. Turn it on." And he's sitting on the edge of the bathtub where it's all just. I didn't even think about it. I turned it on full blast, and it shot him in the mouth.
It's me. Have you ever gone tanning?
Yes. Yeah, when I was on steroids. Yeah.
Wait, you were
Yeah.
on steroids?
Well, I took like pro hormones, the things that they sell over the counter while they're going through FDA, but they are anabolics.
So because you were on anabolics, you're like, let me fucking make this more awesome?
Yeah, I was
wow,
like, I was a
950. Holy shit.
I was
We're-
a full
you're-
ass.
that's fun.
And also, it zapped the pimples off my arms
the
because I
things
was
you
shaving
fucking
my arms.
learn about people on this podcast, like me and Josh are such the usual suspects for something like this, but the fucking things you learn, I love it. Okay, Josh, your favorite. Go.
How many? I just ordered one too. That
Don't
old
give it
school.
away.
Now,
I
how many?
wanna hear about
How
it.
many bottles of cologne do you own?
0.
Okay, we're just gonna. Stay
What are you
at
doing?
950.
Just putting witch hazel on and being like, all right, let's fucking go. We built this city.
Good song.
Dun.
Wheat Marconi plays the
No, I'm Old Spice and weed. That's kind of just my natural fragrance.
That's all right. We're
man.
doing so well on the rest.
Negative 300
No, I
points.
took
Old
50.
Spice is shit that poor people use.
I'll take 100
Or
points.
you wear.
All right.
You might as well buy a bottle.
Is that
of,
not good,
you might as
really?
well- yeah,
It's
dude,
not, Mike. That's
you
not-
might as well have said Curve or Dracar.
No way, it's not Curve or Aqua di Gio. That is
No,
next
Aqua di
level.
Gio is
Aqua di Gio is
Armani.
fucking
That's-
Armani,
it's
dude.
not,
It's fucking
not,
great.
It's
I used
still,
to wear that when I was
Sure.
peak asshole.
Sure. And
I miss that guy. I miss that guy.
the
I had white Lacoste sneakers.
I miss that guy.
it still blows my mind people wear white shoes, and I'm wearing white shoes, but
I
they look
am
better
right
when
now.
they get dirty. Dude, here's the thing.
So am I.
There was a bottle of cologne that my parents bought me when I was in fucking middle school. It was made by Pablo Picasso's daughter. It's called Minotaur. And I was walking back from because I went to my dermatologist yesterday and I walked home because it was so beautiful and I went by Macy's and I was just like in the cologne section. I was like, I just want a bottle of Minotaur. They don't sell it anymore. So I go, on Amazon and I buy it $30.
Damn.
Can I say
Tune
something?
in next week. I'll wear it.
I also had Michael Jordan cologne.
I had that too, just because it was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So I'm taking 100 points off of this, so we're back at 850, but we're still doing fucking phenomenal. Minotaur, was that it?
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Yeah, there it is. There
Wow.
it is.
Okay, here we go.
That's $32, 97.
Okay.
If everyone wants it.
You're going to have to focus on this one. Okay, you're out drinking with Feeney and Sagalo. You wake up in the morning on the steps of the East Village New York Comedy Club with no shirt and a pile of puke next to you but not on you. You have a vision? You're visualizing?
Yeah.
You stand up and realize your Irish luck when you have no hangover. In fact, you feel great and it's sunny out. You catch your reflection in a car window and you look shredded because you're dehydrated. How long do you walk around feeling like an Irish god before you buy a T-shirt at a souvenir shop? Give me in minutes.
Till 6 p.m.
Fuck yes.
I was hoping that Justin, you had such a joke there that you could have paused and gone like, you wake up, you're going to night drinking with Feeney and Sagalo. You wake in the morning, steps to the East Village New York Comedy Club with no shirt and a pile of puke next to you, but not on you. You notice Feeney sucking Sagalo's dick under the weird
You are
Russian.
welcome to write these whenever you
No, no,
want.
no, no.
I embrace it, Josh. All right, it's you, Bubba. This one. Here, just
I
read
got
mine.
it.
Okay.
OnlyFans hits you up and offers you $40,000 a month to post
Yeah.
Malone, to post foot fetishized videos.
Yeah.
We're all going to know about it.
Yeah.
Do you take the cash and become a male foot whore?
Yes.
How much, I'm serious, for you to, fuck on camera, how much money do they have to offer you?
To fuck on camera?
Yeah. OnlyFans. A month. If you do start doing
Wait,
that.
he has to do it monthly?
Well, I don't know. I think it's for you to have your own OnlyFans where you show off
write
your
the
body.
contract. Write the contract here.
What do you...
Assuming my wife is okay with it?
we're talking money. She probably would
Sure.
be fine.
I think that if they came to me with $100,000 per month,
Yeah.
that would be hard for my wife to turn down.
And would she be okay with you guys fuck? She would be like, all right, I'll fuck
Oh,
you.
she has to be in it?
Oh, she's the one that's in
Maybe.
it.
Or just, I don't know.
Interesting.
That's a
Yeah, I
good
don't
woman.
know.
That's a good
I
woman.
don't
For
know.
a family household, for you guys to turn into a fuck family.
This kid's going to fucking
would.
talk at some point.
He's already talking.
More.
He thinks your
To
kid is,
other
he
people.
thinks your kid is autistic. Banging his head with a toy.
Yeah, it's funny how
How
that
much?
didn't even come into the equation. I mean, it would
You
have
have a
to be a
kid.
lot, and not even not even out of out of morality or anything like that. It would just be a little bit embarrassing for people to really put a picture to it. You know what I mean? Right now it's kind of funny if you picture comedians fucking or whatever, and you can kind of play with it in your imagination. But if you really watched one of us fuck, it would probably ruin it would ruin your ability to hear my jokes.
Right. 'cause
So
you're-
I kind of got to be okay with not doing comedy
because you're so
anymore.
good at it that the humility of you're hey, I'm just an everyman. People be like, no,
Yeah.
fuck that, this guy's a stallion. Or
Yeah.
for
This
is that
guy's
why?
an engine piston the way he fucks.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you're at the pool on vacation with your wife and kid. An obnoxious influencer couple is taking TikTok videos bragging about how fast their kid swims across the pool.
Mhm.
Everybody hates them, and you know your kid swims faster. Do you A, put your kid in to lap that bitch and show him who's boss? B, ask your wife to get a drink and accidentally bump into them knocking their phone into the pool? C, make friends with them, suggest you all get in the pool and then passive-aggressively pee in unison as a family.
Oh, that's not bad.
Which one?
What about D? Have them jump in the pool, and then you toss every appliance connected to an outlet directly in.
Wow. That was really good.
And now you're going to jail for murder.
No. You can't go to jail on these. It's the same thing as a toe. Well, listen, man. You just barely hit the fucking code red with 1,000 on this, buddy. You just reached 1,000. We lost points on the cologne. What was the other one we lost? The T-zone. What was the other? The fucking the tanning with the steroids.
The toe.
That's what was it?
The toe. The fact that he loses his hair right away.
That makes me sick. On like a moral level, that makes me sick.
He's
But
got
you want
no
it
hair
back.
already.
Doesn't matter, Josh. It doesn't matter. But he won it back with the fucking tanning and the steroids. And then what was the other thing that I was
T-zone was a big one.
The T-zone was a fucking huge one for you. This was fascinating.
This was
I
fun.
loved having you here.
Thanks for having me.
Let us go to plugs. Mike, what do you got?
Here's the Scenario Podcast, me, Feeney, and Sagalo, and I'm all over the road, MikeCannonComedy.com. Going to be in Rhode Island, Boston,
Comedy
Houston,
Connection.
Phoenix, all over the place. So get tickets to that, and my specials on YouTube, Mike Cannon's Huge Mistake, White Privilege Homeless, Life Begins, and then I put a Comedians on Edibles doing crowd work up there recently with DeStefano, Karen Fee, and Lewis was supposed to do it, but got sick last second, and it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, check Mike's shit out. It is fucking hilarious.
It's great.
He's really great. Josh,
Appreciate
what do you
you
got,
guys.
Bubba?
At Josh Adam Myers on all social media. JoshAdamMyers.com for tickets. I'm going to be in Jacksonville. I'm going to be in Wilmington. I'm going to be in Toronto. I'm going to be in Los Angeles a lot. I'll be doing Montreal. So all those are on my website, JoshAdamMyers.com. And check me out on the Jelly Roll Tour, July 28th through October 15th, playing 44 different arenas around the country.
Let's go.
He was just on American Idol, like, 2 nights
sick.
ago.
I saw that.
This is going to... Well, I sent you the fucking... I sent it to everybody. Like, dude, this is going to fucking rule. He won't text me back right now, but this is going to fucking rule. I'm just like, I just need to know how to get there. But no, it's going to rule. Get tickets, come out. It's going to be a really fun show. Listen to the 500, my podcast where I'm going through Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums. We have incredible guests on talking about music, my wheelhouse, man. And I love it. The500podcast.com.
Nats.
Natalie DeChico edits on Instagram, and watch Gas Digital now on YouTube. Oh, and if you know me from this show, you should send me a message on Instagram and be like, hey, I found you on Himbos. I think that'd be
People
cool.
comment about you all the time on YouTube.
I know, but I don't know if they knew me from Gas first. Like, it would be cool to talk to someone who just knows me from this.
Yeah, hit up Natalie.
By the way,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
By the way, one more thing. I'm doing a bunch of dates with Burr in June and July before I leave. So that's it.
As for me, it's at I am Justin Silver on all social media platforms. IamJustinSilver.com. I got a bunch of dates coming up through the summer. The 2 I have right now, it's Wisconsin, and then I'm back in Long Island at McGuire's in Bohemia. So you can get tickets on my website, IamJustinSilver.com, and I'll also post it on my social media. For this podcast, it's Himbo's Podcast on all social media platforms. Himbo'sPodcast at gmail.com to send in the listener questions, which is the episode we are recording right after this. And then, of course, please and thank you for joining us at Club Connection at the Himbo's Patreon. It's patreon.com/Himbo's Podcast. And with that, let us end on some philosophy.
I got a good one
from Josh.
I got a fucking good one, dude.
Let's see if he says apropos.
I saw this last night and I saved it. Where is it? There it is. Once you had a nasty ass sex partner, that regular sex won't cut it anymore.
Who's that?
I don't know. I just Wordgasm official. Follow at _Graham official. It's from Black Twitter, okay?
And with that, we will see you all next week.
We are the Himbos. We are not bimbos. 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 Himbo body. Himbo mind. Himbo souls. Himbo philosophy. Himbo fashion. Himbo fitness. Himbo grooming. Himbo science. We are the Himbos. We are not bimbos. We are the Himbos. We are not bimbos. We